Hey y'all, and welcome back to Grit Reviews at All. And today I'm going to be talking about Housewives of Dubai, the Real Housewives of Dubai. Season 1, episode 7. Okay, so it aired on Thursday. Today's Friday. No, it aired on Wednesday. Today's Friday. So behind, but I'm working on it. So I got my notes. This episode was actually a little bit more entertaining, a little bit aggravating, just a little bit with certain characters, but I'll get to that part when I get there. So we start off, and there I go again with this. So they start off with Ayan and her son named Taj, if I got that right. So Taj and her son, they show up for a fitting for a fashion show that the both of them are going to be in. Really cool to see that the both of them her son is also into modeling as well. I did not know that until this episode. The outfit that she's gonna wear is gorgeous. Um, and even what he's gonna wear, which the whole thing, everything is gold. It's all gold, like boom in your face gold, which I love gold, by the way. Um, so he's going to be in there as well. His outfit matched hers, so it's going to be really cute. I thought it was really fun and cute to see how he is with his mom as far as her being a model and everything in certain outfits that she wears. He, of course, being the son, would prefer her to be a little bit more, conservative. But she says she likes the, you know what stuff more, and she likes that as well. But we're gonna keep it moving. Okay, but Ayan, she did say that she's gonna, because of the fashion show, she's gonna end up missing the actual wedding for Caroline Stanberry. But she is gonna make the engagement party, which we'll get to that part when I get there. We're gonna keep it going. Now we have Caroline S. Stanberry and Sergio. They're meeting up with her parents and his parents. They're meeting for the first time. That whole scene was so cringy to me, and it just was like, oh my gosh, like you could feel the nervousness, you could feel the, if you just put yourself in their shoes, like how that feels and how nervous you probably would be, just to kind of hope for the best and hope that they have a good merge of relationships and everything goes good. I was a little bit taken aback when Caroline S's mom asked Sergio, does your parents speak good English? And it was like, ma'am, that would be considered very rude to say something like that to somebody. But anyway, let me see. So that was that. Um, that was pretty much the most that I got out of that scene. I mean, they ended up basically doing pretty good anyway. It looks like they turned out well, and I hope it really truly was good for them. Anyway, so then we have Lisa. She is at her house with the kids. They're hanging out. The kids are outside. They're playing. They're spending time with the goat. Miss Goat is what they call her. I'm just like, girl, you done messed around and got stuck with this goat because I yawned and brought this goat to your house. Like, no, ma'am. Caroline B, she calls Lisa to talk about what happened with Sara. Oh my goodness. I do understand as a parent, I get it. I get it. I get why Caroline B. Brooks was so like irritated, upset, mad. Like I get her emotions behind it, but I think for me it was the bucking of the eyes that could just kind of like, girl, you looking like you done had about 20 drinks and like you losing your mind right now. Like, calm down. But she could have handled that a lot better. But I mean, hey, they got to make a scene, right? They got to make some drama for us to stay interested, for most of us anyway. But yeah, so pretty much Lisa, she agreed with the fact that she, just hearing Caroline B's side of the story, that's one of those triggers, like when you try to tell a mom about how she's parenting and what she needs to do as far, and basically questioning them as a parent and how they're raising their child. It's a very tricky conversation, and it could go either way, and clearly it didn't go good. But anyway, so we have let's see. Oh yes. Lisa basically said that Sarah is like a walking Instagram post. That was too funny. Like she just has quotes for days, life inspiration quotes, like she's a walking quote. And then for them to, I hated that Caroline B said this because they have already made fun of her for not, for basically saying you don't know what Caroline B you're gonna get on what day. One day she says she's African American, one day she says she's Afro Latina, and then one day she says she's Caribbean. Like, girl, pick one. Which one are you? And if you all of them, that's fine. But chill. Um, but anyway, I just think that Lisa tried to comment on that in the best way that she could without um, talking about her friend. She was politically correct on that. Now, anyway, Nina, of course, she gets a call from Sarah, and of course, Caroline B. done already called Nina and told her about what her friend said. Um, Basically, I mean, she was just checking in on her friend Sarah just to get her side of the story. I mean, who wouldn't? I'm not just gonna get your side and not ask about the other one. This one is my friend as well. You know what I'm saying? Um, so I mean, Sarah is basically trying to say that she didn't make a comment about Caroline B's parenting, and I'm like, do they need to play it back for you to hear yourself? Because actually, Sarah, um, you really did. Like you did. I think the response from Caroline B kind of took my attention away from it, kind of sort of, and I was just so like she was throwing me off with her response and her facials and everything. But really, Sarah, you really did. Some of it was she didn't ask you, and then in one question you did ask her like, "Hey, is it okay, or can I tell you what I really think?" And she did. But yeah, so then after that, we have Caroline as Stanberry's getting ready for her engagement party. It is an all white party in the desert. Um, I thought that was super crazy, but very elegant, very fancy, smancy. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, okay, let's see how this gonna look. Let's see how this goes. She said that she was losing a lot of people that were supposed to be, whether they were hired workers for the wedding or just people who were having transportation issues, like all of that, because COVID was happening around that time. So that sucked to hear, but I mean, everything was already planned, and she said that there were already people who actually did make it in to come to the party for the engagement party and for the wedding, so she couldn't cancel it. So she just had to keep going with it. Then she gets a text, which I find out it's WhatsApp. So all the girls have a little group thing on WhatsApp, and Sarah sends this big, long, drawn message addressing what happened between her, Caroline B, and her in regards to Caroline B's parenting. Ma'am, it's the day of Caroline Stanberry's engagement party. Do you think she really cared about some little stupid little spit spat that y'all had? Absolutely not. She got enough on her plate. Like, who cares? Like, she said the message was so long, she didn't even read the whole thing. Like, she barely finished reading it. Then Caroline, she's trying to get ready. She has everybody coming in her asking her a million questions. You have Sergio over here acting like he don't know how to get dressed on his own. I mean, she's just annoyed to the T at this point, but just trying to keep it cute, trying to keep it cute. And let's not forget that this lady had on a $700,000 necklace for an engagement party. That wasn't even a wedding. Um, Even if I had the money to rent it, I still wouldn't do it. That's me. But if she got the money like that and that's what she gives, then so be it. Anyway, so they move on to the engagement party finally. It looked like Nina and her husband was in that car for a long time to get to that location of that engagement party. I mean, seriously, I really want to know how long did it take for everybody who didn't ride in the bus transportation with the family. How long did it take for y'all to get there? But the place, it actually was very beautiful. I wonder how much it costs to actually stay at that particular place. It's called Nara. It was very pretty. All the lights, just they had the camels out there. You could take pictures, photo ops for days. I mean, it was really pretty. Now, geez, Caroline is looking for something to have an issue with. Like, girl, pipe down. You and Sergio with his wine and stuff. He always ready to cry about something. Um, she said that Ayan had a wedding dress on. Ayan did not have a wedding dress on. It probably looked like it from the back, from that view. But if you actually saw her whole outfit when she stood up, she did not have on a wedding gown. Like, calm down. But anyway, and then had the nerve to call her the rudest wedding guest ever. That, ooh. Ayan took the high road on that and she kept it pushing, but yeah, she could have said something to that. Then you have Caroline B coming in looking like she didn't already had about 10 drinks by the time she got there. Already ready to get into it, to get to it. She want to address Nina. She want to address Sarah. I'm like, ma'am, that is not the time. Nina done already said she's barely there because her dad is there in Texas dealing with COVID and in the hospital, and his situation is not getting better. So she's like, I'm just here. As we know, she's there for filming, but she said, I'm here to try to get my mind off of things I don't want to deal with the drama. I just want to have a good, beautiful night, no drama. But Caroline B made it clear that she really did not care. She still was just like going, and she was just a hot mess that whole particular scene, that whole time, the engagement party. Caroline B was a mess. It's like, girl, you're looking crazy, like for real. You really are. You're coming across on the screen as crazy. But yeah, eventually between the conversation between Nina and Caroline B, Nina basically, she was just like, yeah, I see what's going on right here. This ain't going nowhere. I'm out. Deuces. And she walks off. She says she's finna go with her husband, but she ends up going back over there with the girls to talk to them and eventually, of course, told them what was going on. So, of course, Lisa, she says, hey, nah, you need to talking to Sarah. Sarah, you need to go and talk to Caroline B, and y'all need to work that out and don't be pulling everybody else into y'all mess. Ain't nobody got time for that. But anyway, I think that was pretty much the most of it. Caroline B ended up coming over anyway. I find it very interesting that the same energy that she was giving to Nina, she didn't give it to Sarah when she saw Sarah when she walked up. I thought that was really interesting. But they ended up pretty much going off to the side to go talk to each other. Just Sarah and Caroline B. And like everybody was already saying, ma'am, okay, Caroline clearly had some drinks that night. That conversation it wasn't about to go nowhere. So, and as we saw, it didn't really go anywhere. Sarah felt like she was getting loud. Sarah's like, hold on, because you're gonna have to bring it down. You're just not gonna be talking to me like this, so we just not gonna talk at all. And then she's saying, Sarah basically says like, what you putting on right now, this ain't really you, and what I can't do nothing with this. And then Caroline B, she flips the script and says the same thing to Sarah. She's like, I want to see the real Sarah. What's the real Sarah? Because this ain't it. When I tell you the way that them two was getting into each other's faces and production had to step in and say, hey, I want to know what happened from that point because they cut it off right there, of course. I want to know what happens. Production, when y'all come back the next week with the next episode, can we please pick up right there where y'all cut it off? Because I want to know and I want to see what happened. Like I said, I know that they said in Dubai, all of that screaming and talking loud and getting loud in Dubai is considered, you're not supposed to do that over there. So I would love to see, what really happened with this scene. But yeah, so those are my thoughts on the Real Housewives of Dubai. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you thought about this episode. Like I said, it was way more interesting than the previous one, which was just kind of all over the place to me. But yeah, just let me know what you think about it. And I'll be back next week with another upload. Thank you for watching, y'all. Bye.